Hi and welcome to Project and Things. My name's Eve. In this episode we're going to make a bed for a 2-year-old. So the people that asked me to make this thing wanted the wood to be kind of a nice pale color and stay that way. So I decided that Baltic Birch was going to be the best type of wood for this. So I essentially bought 2 big pieces of Baltic Birch plywood, and I'm now going to use a track saw to cut them into more manageable pieces to start with. Here we go. So the next step is to run a few pieces over there through the table saw, but they're going to land on this work surface. And I've made a lot of projects on this. I've also welded on this, so there's sharp pieces of metal and stuff in there, and I don't want to damage the wood. So I'm gonna flip this over and hopefully have a better surface on the other side. Whew. Okay, so those are most of the big pieces cut. I'm now going to wait for my friend Adrian to come and help me build the full construction, because he's basically going to be the recipient of this bed. Because he's the father of the child. I'm not going to get a 2-year-old to help me. This person is the father of the child which will receive said bed.
One eternity later.
So in the meantime, a few things happened. Enough time has passed that I was able to cut my hair, and my friend Adrian showed up to help me cut all these things. So now we have the sides of this box need to be cut at a few compound angles so that they all overlap to form the sides of the house. And all that mumbo jumbo we're going to figure out right now. Because I would like all the sides to meet and that their inside and outside view is a nice smooth transition. So I'm going to cut both of these at an angle. And in order to figure out that angle, I did a bit of trickery. So you take the point of the corner, and I made one line at 90 degrees. Take the other corner, another 90-degree line. And then I simply, at a right angle, found the middle of these 2 lines. Then you go down from the middle to this point, and then you have an equal angle on this side. You totally can't see my fingers. An equal angle on this side as you have on that side. Then I had to figure out what the angle was. I don't have a good angle finder, so I just used my gigantic speed square. Like this, and I figured out like this that this was about a 75-degree angle that way, which kind of meant if I put my saw at 15 degrees, it's pretty okay. So that's essentially what's going to happen here, that this piece gets cut 15 degrees that way, this piece gets cut 15 degrees that way. Way too much of my talking, let's cut things. Hi again. So now it's time to cut those planks to size. So we've made the 2 sides of the box, and now the idea is to make the roof. So we cut the same 15-degree angle on the side panel here. Now we have to cut it to length and then make this top angle. 'Cause here you have 15, yet up here it's a whole other situation. So here I'm gonna try and take an arbitrary number from the top, in this case 8 centimeters. Same on the other side, 8. Make a dividing line. That's a fun sound. Make a dividing line. And then take the middle of that line, which is 10.5, 10.7, so that's 5.3-ish. That means that this is straight line to the top. Okay, that was a lot of hashtag math. I think I figured out the right angles now. So I have to cut both the planks at the top at a 43-degree angle inward, and then when they meet, it should form a nice straight line on both sides. So we're gonna do that now. See what happens. Kleiner maken kan altijd, groter maken niet. Alright, so now we made a dry fit of the whole situation, and it's kind of okay. Some of the angles are not wide enough, so the outside angles are open. That's why making a very simple dry fit is actually a good idea. So then before you glue everything up, you can see where you messed up. And in this case, these angles need to be more angled? That's not a word. They need to make more of an angle. I don't know how you say that in English, but essentially, I think we went 43 degrees. We probably should have gone 44 or 45 to make these fit. So these have to be redone. And actually, the same thing goes on these outside edges. We gotta just make all the angles go angling a bit more in. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and then we dry fit again. So see you on the other side. So now we've added all the dowels to the side, but the material I'm using is only 15 millimeters thick, meaning that if I would add this side now, then the dowel actually sticks out all the way through to the end. So we could either do this basically as a feature, or we cut them off on the inside. So I'm gonna convene with my partner here and see what that's gonna be like. And so as you can see, we opted for cutting the dowels. Now it's time to glue this whole thing up, and I'm just gonna leave the camera running so you see what a mess this is gonna become. So wish me luck. Glue, 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 glue. Lots and lots of glue. This is sort of held together. Now we're gonna put in some more dowels on some of the pressure points at the top. So the next plan is to kind of freehand a hole through here, which is the top of the house. To then put a dowel through with a lot of glue, cut them off at the sides, and have a reinforcement here and a bit below. So I had a bit of tear out, but I don't think that's gonna be a major concern, as we're later gonna conceal this with wood glue and sawdust to make a paste. So now the house is glued up, sort of. We're gonna wait to let the glue dry before we cut all the pieces out and start sanding. And now I have 3 identical strips of the Baltic Birch that's cut to 15 centimeters. And we're gonna make a simple box in which the mattress is going to come. So it's simply cutting 2 pieces down to length, gluing them up, and I'll show you the details as they pass. And voila, the little man has a bed. I can't wait to show it to him. He's right outside. Thank you guys for watching. If you like these things I do, then please consider subscribing. There should be a button to do so below. And also here off to the side will be videos all about making stuff. Thank you. Till next time. Bye.